And it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's start with a young, deranged woman attacking Conservatives, David Kate and Cam Higby, and then getting maced. This is what is commonly referred to as effing around and finding out, or just instant karma.
Go home. Go home, Charlie.
I'm not going anywhere.
What was MOP
We
known
don't
for?
use physical violence. Stop.
Go. Hey. I'm stupid.
To fight anybody. We don't want to fight. Stop.
Here's the license.
Stop.
I'm stupid.
And like any good leftist, the cry bully ended up acting like the victim when faced with the consequences of her own actions.
You people maced me because you're evil and you will get what you deserve. I mark it on my face. Take videos. Take all the video you need. You're evil people. You're not Christian.
Yes, they are the evil ones, lady. Now to our favourite little climate change crazy doom goblin turned anti-Israel zealot, Greta Thunberg.
Hello, this is going to be a long video, but I have a lot to say, so bear with me.
No. Nobody's got time for a long rant from Greta. I'd rather hear what President Trump has to say about Sweden's worst export.
She's just a troublemaker, you know. I mean, she's no longer into the environment now. She's into this. She's a troublemaker. She has an anger management problem. I think she should see a doctor. She needs anger. If you ever watch her, she's a young person. She's so angry. She's so crazy. Now you can have her.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And Donald Trump should know he is responsible for Greta's finest moment. Remember when he ignored her at the UN during his first term? Look at that face. That was the day she gave that deranged "how dare you" speech. Good times. Now let's get a good old-fashioned dose of crazy from the ladies of The View. Here is Joy Behar claiming Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, is targeting Bad Bunny because he's Latino. And then Whoopi Goldberg helpfully recommends that folks turn up to the Super Bowl in brownface to confuse ICE agents.
Anyway, she's threatening to go to the Super Bowl when Bad Bunny is there and round up all these people that are illegal immigrants. Do you think that she would go if it was Garth Brooks or Eminem or Taylor Swift or any other white person?
Let me understand what you're saying, because she's going to go to the Super Bowl and round up. How's she going to know who's who? Everybody. Get a little cocoa butter, sit in the sun. That's the first thing. and this is the only time you can probably ever do this, give yourself a Latin accent.
You know, Whoopi, that is such a good idea.
And see if she can tell who's who.
Even the dim-witted View audience did not want to clap that lunacy. As for the claim from Joy that Kristi Noem wouldn't be doing this if Garth Brooks, Taylor Swift or Eminem were performing, well, think again, lady. All three are as left as Bad Bunny and judged accordingly. It's The View that seems to be obsessed by skin colour. And these ladies have become so desperate, so extreme, that they openly discuss their wacko theories, including one where they say Trump's law and order policies are really about a plot to end elections or distract from Democrat mega donor Jeffrey Epstein.
This is a pretext to stop the next election. That's what I think it is.
I would say it might also be a distraction from the hearing that's going on right now about the Epstein files.
Right.
Some things have come up, and AG Pam Bondi was dodging questions and attacking back.
Wackadoodles, all of them. Now to a woman whose politics make her a perfect candidate for The View. Indeed, she's so hard left, she makes Whoopi and Joy look sane. Here is MSNBC anchor Nicole Wallace. And let's be serious here for a second. What you're about to see is utterly appalling. This is misinformation and incitement dressed up as news reporting.
What we're learning about the fire that destroyed the home of a South Carolina Circuit Court judge who faced criticism from Trump officials after a ruling she made against the Trump administration. It comes amid a surge in hostility and threats against judges, as well as criticism directly from the Trump administration, including for Judge Goodstein.
Just absolutely reckless fake news, because the pertinent information is that fire was not arson. But why let that get in the way of a narrative? Let's bring in Mary McCord to add to the hysteria. She's pointing the finger at Donald Trump and alleging an act of possible domestic terrorism.
We've talked today already about crossing Rubicons, right? And when you're starting to attack judges because of their rulings, we're in a very, very dangerous position in this country. And it makes judges fearful. It makes prosecutors fearful, as we know. It makes others in positions where they could be criticized by Donald Trump fearful. And he needs to know the power of his voice and how people respond to that. We've been saying this for years, Nicole, but if this is what this turns out to be, some sort of politically motivated act of domestic terrorism, then, the importance and significance of the things that Donald Trump says about a person just, again, will be demonstrated in this instance.
Let's not forget, it's the left that are killing and trying to kill their political opponents, whether it's Charlie Kirk or Donald Trump or Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh or Republican Stephen Scalise. Even in the cases where a Democrat is attacked, it often turns out to be someone from the left, like when Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro's house was set alight by a pro-Palestinian activist. Now, it's been a while since we've featured the asinine content of alleged comic John Oliver. Here he is encouraging people to harass ICE agents.
I absolutely love that woman said, "I came to bother ICE." Because that seems reasonable to me. If ICE can show up and bother some guys at their roofing job, then bystanders should be able to bother ICE at their state-sanctioned kidnapping job. It is only fair.